All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaRakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. I came across this video that I briefly watched on the channel Pink Book Lessons. And this goes into how, as you see, it says that I don't need a man crew of 1986. Right? So you had a group of, Jake Woman. They're doing an interview and they're speaking about how I don't need a man. Now, this was in 1986, right? And we see that same thing happening at a much faster and higher rate with the Israelite woman, right? We're going to start with them first because those, the people, whom are the people that we are to warn, our people. But you have the Israelite woman at the forefront, pushing this vibration, through music and through, movies and TV shows or whatnot. But you also have just the woman of America in this all-out vibration of independent, I don't need a man, bad, B-I-T-C-H, I can do all bad by my damn self type of mindset, right? Not regarding nor considering of the things that's coming. A lot of women are living in a false reality and not understanding and regarding that the times we are entering into, right? So it's a question that says, had their daughters repeat the same cycle of failure, right? And we know how this agenda, or whom has pushed this agenda. Well, it's the serpent, Esau, Edom. So let's play a little bit of this clip.
Raise your hand if you're married. None of you are married. Raise your hand if you would like to be married to your baby's father. One. The rest of you who don't plan to get married, why don't you plan to get married? I'd like to know that.
You already have your child to think about, and then a whole family to care for. It's a lot of responsibility, and then you don't want the commitments.
I wouldn't want no man holding me down because I think I can make it as a single parent.
But don't you think you might need help in raising that baby from a man?
Not really. I didn't have a father. My father wasn't in the home, so it really, male figures are not substantially important in the family.
That clip right there was from a night.
Now remember, this is prior to the 1960s when black families were together. You see? When black families were together before this whole, before the whole welfare and feminine movement was actually pushed, right? Pushed at the forefront, which the majority of our women clave to, not understanding that the serpent was beguiling them, right, through their irrational their emotions and their irrational decision making, which now we later down the line see of what has become of that cleaving to his way of life, so to speak. Let's continue.
1986 CBS.
Let's get a scripture. Let's start off. Salakia. Start off with that first. Let's go to the book of Mark chapter 3 verse 27. It says, no man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Right? So what have he done? He have binded the strong man. You see, so what did he want to do between the Israelite families? Well, he wanted to take, his goal was to take the Israelite man, the head, out of the family, out of the picture, okay? And to have what? The woman be the head, and have the woman to lead, and her to raise the children, and he was just going to take care of everything else around her, whereas she didn't need him anymore. Okay, she didn't need him anymore to be her, you know, her provider and her protector. Okay, and they went to the extreme levels by doing all these different things surrounding of how to keep the Israelite man, I'm gonna keep emphasizing it, the Israelite man out of the picture by giving him what? The lack of job opportunities. Okay, the lack of job opportunities, a job which really doesn't pay anything, where if she was just to lean upon his system, she was took care of. She really didn't have to do as much. But see, that whole system was set up to what? To ultimately destroy, conquer, and divide the Israelite family. Okay? And destroy the manhood. Okay? Within that. And then further down the line, destroy the mindset of the woman, which would trickle down to the mindset of the children. We see it all. We see it all happening. What's happening today? Okay, but he first knew what he had to do. He had to tear down the strength, the structure, okay, which will come from the man.
Special hosted by Bill Moyer, discussing the state of Black America and the vanishing Black family. In this clip right now, you're looking at a group of young Black mothers, none of them married, all of them single mothers, and all of them but one said they did not want to get married to the father of their kid. And as you can see, they did not hold back on why it was not a good idea for them to have a two-parent household. One of the young mothers, she said a whole family to care for, it's a lot of responsibility. She also said you don't want that commitment. Another one said she didn't want a man holding her down. And then the last one, she said that male figures are not substantially important in the family. Does any of this sound familiar?
I understand the woman bring life. Y'all don't. So I need a man to be like,
how y'all get that life, man?
like, what do you mean?
How you get that life?
We create.
What do you mean?
How do you get that life?
Go in the hospital and get a sperm donor. You don't need a man.
You still need a man.
You still need a man.
See, that's that mentality right there. I don't need a man. You heard her. You heard her. I don't need a man. Like,
you need a physical woman to bear a child for you.
And y'all need a physical sperm. Where does it come from?
From a hospital.
right now. Give it to
From a man.
But a hospital, I can look for a book and find a man.
And I can find a womb to hold it in.
And find a what? Surrogates.
And you need a physical man to give you sperm.
You need a physical man.
No, you.
Obviously, people say you have a baby. Are you going to get married? What is your take on that? Do you want to get married?
You know what? I'm actually not. My mom always was like, you need to stop saying that. But I feel like at my age, I don't really want to get married right now. Like, I feel like that's an even bigger commitment. I don't know. I hate to say like it's an even bigger commitment than a baby to me, but getting married just seems like so much.
I don't have no man, and guess what? I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. I don't need no man. I'm young.
Can you believe it's 36 years later?
You see, this is the mindset of a lot of women today, especially the Israelite woman. You know, and what has been portrayed to you is that your safety, right? Your safety is guaranteed. That you will always be well protected. Well, little do you know, Esau deceived you as he did Eve in the garden. Let's get that. Okay, now the serpent in the garden. You know how Eve was being crafty. The spirit of Eve. You know, let's go into a little bit. Genesis chapter 3 verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, have the Most High said, You shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit and in the trees of the garden. But the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High have said, Ye shall not eat, neither shall ye not touch it, lest she die. So she knew. Okay, she was given the order. No, Adam was given the order, okay? But she knew of the order that was given, right? Given unto them to make this statement and say, look, the Lord told us not to eat from, eat of it, neither shall you touch it, lest you die. So she knew, but what? She was beguiled. Right? She was beguiled. Verse 4 says, and the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. He lied. He lied to her and beguiled her. And she fell for it. The same things that a lot of you women are falling for, the trickery and the wiles of the devil today, the serpent today. Because you actually believe that he's going to take care of you, that he is going to be your safety net. No, not Eve, nor his government. Okay, for you Israelite women, your safety net is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will use, okay, a man to be your safety net, a man to be your covering for the most part, right? He's going to use an Israelite man to be your hedge of protection, your safety net, okay? Whomever the Lord designs and pairs you up with, okay? But this mentality of I don't need a man, right? You see how far that's going to get you in the times that we're coming. The book of Isaiah chapter 36 verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him. All right. So what you are leaning on as your support, as your safety net is what? This system. Which this system, little do you know, that is broken and will fail. Okay, this system is on the IV machine right now. Okay, I forget the other one, what it's called, where the machine is breathing for you, right? And like if they take the machine off, you die. I forget what that machine is called, but this is America. And you women don't know it. Neither are you women considering that this is what's happening. This is what's taking place. And you still have this mentality of, I don't need a man. When all hell break loose on the streets, you're going to need a man then. Okay? You're going to need a man then. When there's chaos and race wars and fires and just craziness going out in the streets, then you're going to need a man. All right? Just like far as like most women. Needing men when your car break down on the side of the road. A lot of you women don't know how to change tires. Okay? You call a man for it. You call AAA, or you call whatever service that can come out and change the tire in the middle of the mountain somewhere or the highway somewhere to change your tires in 3 inches of snow. You call someone. You call a man. That's when you need a man. Right? But see, you women have this mindset is, I'm going to call on a man when it's convenient for me. A bad mindset in the times that we come in. The book of Isaiah chapter 32 verse 9, it says, rise up ye women that are at ease. You women that are in your comfortability. You women that are at ease. Believe that you don't have to go through anything. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear into my speech. And you got a lot of lessons going out unto you women of the Lord is letting you know. Give ear into my speech. Hearken unto my word. You daughters of Zion. Right? Get yourself together. Okay? And this lesson this one is for the women. The Spirit had me do this one for the women. Okay? So yeah, you gotta rise up, because the days of the ease, the days of comfortability are about to be over. Right? The book of Isaiah chapter 4 verse 1, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away a reproach. And this is talking about an elect, an Israelite man that's going to be able to take away the reproach of a woman. But think about it. In this day, the mindset of the woman is, I don't need a man. So for them to say that, right? For them to humbly say that. Remember, a lot of these women are in the state of mind of pride. You know, or have this pride flaring off of them. You got to think. When you think about it, it's like, wait a minute, ain't no woman ever going to say that. Something drastic got to be taking place for a woman to say that. For a woman to say what? We will eat our own bread and our own apparel. Right? Not mad, not caring about all the rest of the women that may be around you as well. Whether it's 1, 2, 4, or 6. You know? Because 7 is the number of completion. But it could be, it could be more than 1. You know? Because the mindset of women today is they're like you talk about another woman, they're like, hell no. How dare you mention another woman? But in this day, it's going to be so bad where women are not going to care about that. You see, they are going to be in a humbled position, right? To not care about these things like this. Only to what? To be the reproach to be taken away. That's what they're going to truly want. Not going to care about anything else, right? Like I said, that's going to be dealing with an Israelite man. Look at Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. It says, and a man should be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So it's going into how, you know, the man is going to be the sustainability for a woman. You know, a hiding place, you know, that protection, you know, covered from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place. You know, it's that protection, that sustainability. Book of Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, and I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so like I mentioned, you know, it's going to be that Israelite man. Okay, that's going to be, you know, that protection, you know, for you women. You see, you're not going to be this mindset of I don't need a man and I'm gonna do it all by myself, and all that's gonna be out the window very soon. And you're not. A lot of you women are not considering this. Okay, but it's surely going to come. So, you know, that's it. Just a quick hit. Lord willing, help us edify. So next time, I want to say shalom.
Are things about the same or worse? Take a second to make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Click the notification bell for updates, and if you're new, include new subscriber in your comment below, and I'm going to try my best to respond to all of you.
You're thinking about holding up fire, no sex, my man.
Children are born out of wedlock.
He was saying in the late 50s, early 60s, it was very common to have two parents in the home. Fast forward 25 years later, in 1986, you had at least 50% of the households being led by women. And nowadays it's much worse. It's very apparent that this single parent crisis, it just didn't come out of anywhere. In 2022, women are becoming single mothers at a higher rate. Majority of them still choosing the wrong men to have babies with, just like the first guy.